Hello, and welcome to a video for Grade 12 Essential Math on the process of buying a place to live. A disclaimer right away, this is not a complete list, but this is an overview of the things that you'll need to do in order to figure out how to purchase a place to live. This could be a house or it could be a condo. Again, disclaimer, this is just an overview. So let's take a look. When you're looking to purchase a place to live, to buy a house or a condo, here's a number of steps. First off, you need to get approved for a mortgage. You'll need to go to the bank and talk to them and say, hey, how much can I afford? They will figure out from your income and from your credit history and stuff like that, what sort of mortgage they will offer you. This will be based on how much you have for a down payment and how much you have for your income and a couple other things. If you're interested more in this, take a look at the video on GDSR or the affordability calculator tool. After you've found or gotten approved for a mortgage and talked to the bank, then you can start looking for a house. You need to figure out how much you can afford. You can use a realtor to help you do this. When you're purchasing a house, realtors don't charge commission. They charge commission when you sell a house. There's other websites like realtor.ca that are great. Once you've found a house, there's a lot of steps that go into making sure that you want to purchase that. You go look at the house, probably want to get an inspection done on the house. A couple other things, make sure it's a good house to do. After you find a house, you're going to put in an offer on the house. This is a lot of paperwork. You can do it yourself, but I would strongly recommend that you find a professional to help you put in this offer. Any realtor will be able to help you do this and make sure that you get it right, because a house is a big purchase, very often more than a couple $100,000. And that means that you don't want to make a mistake and not actually end up with the house in your possession. Once you put in an offer, you're going to put in stuff like conditions. You're going to say, hey, I'm going to purchase this house for this price on condition of an inspection. Or maybe if you're selling your current house, saying on condition that my house will sell. The seller may come back with a counteroffer. They may say, you know what, we want to sell it for this price instead. So you might offer a little bit less, and they're like, no, we want to negotiate on the price. Or they might say, hey, we don't want that condition, or whatever it ends up being. When you accept the offer, or they accept your offer, then you need to possibly sell your current house if you're changing houses. If this is your first time buying a house, then you can pretty much, it's a lot easier to move in because you don't have a lot of conditions. After you've purchased the house, then you need to set up a whole bunch of payments and services. It's a whole lot of one-time costs that you need to do. There's going to be a video later. Take a look at that for the one-time costs for purchasing a house. You might want to get something like a survey or title insurance. You may also want to get utilities set up. You need to get property tax set up. You need to get the money all transferred and your mortgage payments set up. Usually that's handled by a lawyer and the bank, which the lawyer charges you a bunch of money in order to set that up, but it's worth making sure that it's set up correctly. Once you've got all of that set up and the money is all transferred correctly and the paperwork is all hunky-dory, then the bank will start your mortgage payments when you move in on your date of possession. Once you take possession of the house, you get the keys from the realtor, and then you can move in. One-time costs, I'm just going to do a very quick overview of these because there's a whole video on these later. Closing costs are estimated at 1.5% of the house purchase price by CMHC, the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. Typically, in my experience, you're looking at quite a lot more than that, possibly as much as 3 or 4% of the house price, and maybe even more if you're doing renovations and repairs. I would estimate your closing costs to somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 is not unreasonable. So this is a lot to pay for. There's a list of one-time costs here, such as your deposit, down payment, appraisal, repairs, all sorts of stuff like that, but these are all things that you will or may need to pay for when you're purchasing a house. With a house, you may also notice that there are ongoing costs. You have a mortgage to pay off your house. However, you will not have a mortgage forever. Eventually, you'll pay it off. you'll have homeowners insurance. The bank will require you to have homeowners insurance if you have a mortgage. Every bank that I've talked to says you must have homeowners insurance in order for them to even offer you a mortgage. Property tax you'll need to pay, that's yearly. Utilities are monthly. This may be hydro or gas or water, or it might be internet or TV. You also have maintenance. Once you purchase a house, you own it, so you're responsible for doing the maintenance, either yourself or paying someone to do it. If a window breaks, you're responsible to fix it or have it fixed, which is an ongoing cost that you'll have to pay. It's not one that's predictable, but it is something to budget for, because sometimes your hot water tank might just stop working, and then you have to have cold showers, and that's no fun at all. I hope this has been a helpful overview. Just a little bit of information about the process of purchasing a house, talking about what it looks like. Have a great day.